What's up, guys? All right, can you guys hear me all right? I'm trying out a new live stream thing here, and I just need you guys to tell me if you can hear me or not. Yes, yeah. All right, cool. All right, cool. Give it just a second. Let everybody come on in. I didn't really announce this live, but I just kind of wanted to get everybody. What's up? So I just want to give everybody a little chance to see some of the stuff we've been working on, some of the catches that we've got, and that we haven't been able to put on YouTube yet. Mike says, "Yo, Alex is live right now too." I did not know that. Is crap. Well, it's too late now. But yeah, we've got some catches that we've gotten done, and we haven't got them up yet. It's going to take a little bit. Our editors are extremely busy because, yeah, as you guys know, I mean, Alex is the GOAT, and he's got a lot of videos constantly and always. So, yeah. He is. Wait, is he live on my? Is it possible to even have two lives on the same channel? Is he live on my channel, or is he live on his channel? Anybody answer me on that? I'm not sure. Surely he can't go live on locals. Okay, that's good. Speaking of locals, guys, if you're not already on locals, you got to be. I mean, I know, like when I was, following Alex and stuff, once I got on locals, it was like, holy cow, this is why I never even look at his YouTube channel anymore. And I haven't for a long time, ever since I got on his locals. It's super cheap. It's $3 a month. All right. But you guys, I will be honest, we have not had success with lives. That's another reason why I'm trying this. I am trying this StreamYard to see if possibly it might be a better way to go live on locals. So yeah, but the good thing about locals is we are going to get that figured out. And the cool thing is all the stuff that I'm getting ready to show you guys. Okay. It's all on locals, and it's been on locals for a little while. And so if you want early access and unedited, we don't have to edit all the stuff that we do on YouTube. So you're going to hear everything. You're not going to have to, piece together all of the blank out spots where we say certain things. So, but for this video, I just kind of want to give you guys a taste of some of the vouches. Obviously, I know a lot of people, personally, the vouch is one of my favorite parts. I absolutely love the vouching. It's just fun, but, yeah, it's, we're going to go over a couple of vouches, I got some clips prepared for you guys and kind of give you an idea of what's been happening. We've got some good arrests. So, and some that one in particular, we're going to go over where, it doesn't matter how good we do our job sometimes, as you guys well know. Sometimes it just doesn't matter. The people that actually have to follow through with making sure that they're charged and they're arrested and their phones are taken away. Okay. Sometimes they just don't do their job, and it's unfortunate, and it's gut wrenching for me. I mean, I can't stand it. All the work that we put into getting these guys off the street, and then we run into a situation where the officials don't do their job. And in this one situation you guys are going to see, it's really bad because it's like, it's embarrassing. I've reached out to that police force, to the email that they gave me, several times, and I'm not hearing a word back from them. So it's sickening. I plan on, if they don't do something soon, I mean real soon, like I'm gonna send them one more email, and I'm gonna let them know, like, I'm gonna give you guys a week, and you guys aren't gonna do nothing. It's gonna be all over your local social media. I'm posting it all over the local Facebook talk on their area, because in surrounding areas, because it's ridiculous. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. In fact, you know what? Let's just go to that. Yeah, let's just do that. Let me give you a little backdrop on this, a little bit about information on this. So this guy here, I'm about to show you guys, he admitted to having thousands of articles on his phone. Okay. We all know what I mean by articles, what we're here for, what we're trying to stop. Okay. And this guy admitted to not only me on camera, of course, but to the officer. And what you're going to see, even after he admits to it and says he's going to delete it all in the vouch, he also turns around after refusing to give the phone. I mean, the cop's like, hey, do you mind if I have your phone? And he pulls it out. I do actually interject, and I totally regret it. I almost kind of think that maybe me interjecting maybe might have slowed him down. But either way, shouldn't have mattered because he admitted in front of the police officer that he had it. The police officer is like, hey, do you mind if I have your phone? And then the guy's like, well, I need it for work. And he goes to put it back in his pocket. And the officer is like, well, yeah, I mean, you don't have to give it to me. Do what? I mean, probable cause? He just admitted to you to having thousands and you're telling him he don't have to give it to you? What? I mean, it was ridiculous. Okay, Death Star Delts says, I am so confused. This is the Predator Poacher's channel, but this guy is not a predator poacher. Did his catching organize? Okay, so you're a little behind on what's going on. I am a predator poacher. I am Predator Poacher Illinois. And yes, we are directly under Alex Rosen, aka Gordon Flowers. Okay. We have branched out, guys. In case some of you haven't found that out yet, we have branched out. And there's only a couple of us. You got PP Long Island, you got PP Illinois. There might be another one. I'm not sure. I don't think there is. Those are the two that I know of. But yes, we do it the Alex way. So some of you that are in the comments saying, hey, he's just copying Alex. Yeah, I'm copying him. Absolutely. You know why? Because it works. So yeah, that's what we're here for. We're here for what works. And we're here to get the convictions. We're here to get these guys off the street, guys and girls. Obviously, there's not as many pedo moms that we have, but yes. So that is the goal. Exactly, Dubsma. Why fix what isn't broken? Exactly. Yeah. So we. I mean, I look at it as we are a franchise. I do it the way Alex wants it done because it works, and we're always going to do it the way he does it because it works. So yes, I am a predator poacher. It feels really good to say that because I haven't been doing it for very long, but we've been pretty successful. Obviously, there's been mistakes made. There's going to be. I've learned from every one of them, and I try to make sure they don't happen again, as well as, Alex made mistakes. Others that are doing what we do, they make mistakes when they first start out, but we are here for the same reason, and it's for those handcuffs, okay, and those convictions. So that's what we're here for. Why is my recording foggy? I'm sorry, I don't know. This is literally, I just started this program about an hour ago, figured out how to work it by watching a couple YouTube videos. So yeah. Sorry about that. I will get better with this as well. Is my audio okay, guys? So, I mean, I know I'm a little bit foggy, but is my audio all right? Kentucky checking in. Hey, that's cool because guess what? We got one from Kentucky just the other day. So, excuse me, guys. Audio is good. Okay, cool. I'm going to fair warn you. During my learning phase about 30 minutes ago, there was a spot where it told me to get rid of echoing on the mic when I play the videos. I'm not sure if I did it, and whenever I tried to go back to double check, I couldn't figure out where it was. So if there's echoing, somebody please just say echo or something on there so I know. But we're going to go ahead and start with this one clip that I was talking about. We're going to start with the vouch. Okay. Now this one is in Woodburn, Indiana. Here we go.
Yeah, dude. How you doing, sir?
Doing all right. How about yourself?
Good, good, good. We're just having a conversation here. Having a conversation here. You've agreed that you're not going to talk to the 12-year-olds, 9-year-olds, and 8-year-olds no more, right? You're not going to do that no more. And we're going to get rid of all the child porn on your phone, right? He's agreed to do that. So he just agreed he's gonna get rid of all the child porn. I think he said he had like probably 1,000 on there, but we're gonna get rid of that, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Get rid of all of it.
All of it. He's gonna get rid of all of it for us. But he said he's got about 1,000 of them on there on his phone, which is right there in his pocket. But he's gonna get rid of it all. So.
Are you willing to let me take your phone today?
They might be able to do the same thing we were gonna do.
Are you okay with me having it?
Well, I gotta have a phone for work.
Okay. If you don't want me to take it, then that's up to
You
you.
stand there and watching the race all of it.
What was your name, sir?
Brian Graham.
Did you guys catch that where he says, you can watch me erase it all right here? Did you guys catch that part? Did you guys catch that? Yeah, you did hear that? Okay. So not only did he admit that he had all that, but then he also gave the officer another opportunity to actually see for himself that he had it all. And the officer declined. Is that not like insane? I mean, I was blown away at that. Here is just one of the many times. I've only got the one to show you. I'm only allowed to have 10 clips pulled up at a time, so I wasn't able to pull all of them because I had several of them here I wanted you guys to see. But on this one here, this is where I'm basically begging the cop at one point. Like, look, man, you know, his phone has it all on there. He admitted to you guys in front of you, and you got to take his phone. He lets me know that they're not going to do any on-site arrests. Okay. Later, he's on the phone with somebody, his lieutenant, whatever. And he says that basically because we are a group, what we do, they're not going to work with us. They're not going to do an on-site. I'm like, are you kidding me? Listen, in the law's eyes, in the situation that we're in, we are simply citizens reporting a crime. It's no different than if I know somebody that, like say my neighbor is beating on his wife and I hear it and I call the cops, say, hey, he's beating on his wife. I'm a citizen reporting a crime and they're going to arrest him for beating on her, especially if there's evidence. Okay. We reported it. We provided evidence. They did not make the arrest. So if you guys are anywhere up in northern Indiana in that area, you guys need to reach out to them and let them know how you feel. Because this is it's got me fired up. I am extremely upset about this situation. So we are going to do everything we can to force their hand to make sure that he's in cuffs. That right now is one of my number one goals as a catcher. Here is another clip. Here's me basically begging him. I mean, it's ridiculous. Here we go.
Of all that.
Absolutely. We actually have it all digital. It'd be easier for you because these have been all mixed up. So will you mean an email, or I could even come to your police station and do it maybe even.
I will give you the email for our detective bureau,
okay, cool.
and you can just email it all
Perfect.
there.
So
like I was telling them, like I'm sure you guys are aware too, as far as like on-site arrests, like it's gonna have to go through our prosecutors and because of all this online stuff, like it's taking off.
Right, I understand. But if anything, if he destroys that phone. But he could destroy his phone. And you won't be able to get it back.
Pull stuff like that back.
Yeah.
As far as all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, we have all this saved, but what's on his phone ain't protected. Like he could take that and throw it in the fire. You know what I'm saying? And we've had situations where they've done that, and that's not good. He's got over 1,000. He admitted to you. Okay. I mean, I'm not trying to tell you what you do, man, but I'm telling you this.
Okay. So I mean, I'm telling him like, look, dude, just at least take his phone. They refused. Absolutely refused. This one here is just for me. I love this. So what's going on here is the other cop that you've seen there just standing there like a lump on a log. He's just standing there. The guy asks him if he can get a dip of chew. He walks back in the house with him to let him allow him to get a dip. He comes back out and he addresses me, which I'm standing over by the tree. And he says, "So what? Am I going to jail or something?" And of course, this is my reply.
What? I'm going to jail or something?
If it was up to me, yeah, absolutely, 100%. Admitted to having over 1,000 articles of child porn, bro. You can't have that, man. That's bad, dude. That's real bad. We're out to protect the children, bottom line. I don't care about you. No offense, man, but I just, I'm here for the children. That's what we do.
No offense. I really don't care if it's offended or not, honestly. But yeah, I mean, it's just, that was sickening. Oh, so those of you that don't know on YouTube, everybody does know the whole fried pickles. Fried pickles is the code word to call on the cops. And I kind of, so Dubsma is here and she kind of was part of it. At first I was like, what the heck, man, you traitor. But what happened was on Locals, they had went over to Alex's Locals page and they decided all my Locals people had went over there and started a vote. Dubs was already laughing because she knows. But they went over to Alex's Locals and they decided to do a vote on what my new keyword should be. They said PP Illinois needs his own keyword. So they did a vote. One of them was that my ASS itches, okay? And that's what won the vote. Now, me being a good sport, I decided, all right, I'll play along. And so that's my new keyword, guys. So you guys haven't really seen that. None of the newer videos have been up on YouTube yet. Buster, no. My wife just put down a cup of coffee and walked out the door, and my dog just immediately went to it and started just sipping on her coffee. No, you get out of there. So, anyway, yeah, they voted it, and so I used it. So now you won't be hearing me say fried pickles. Instead, you will also be seeing me and hearing me scratching my behind. So, just so you guys know, when the videos come up, you're not confused and you don't think I have some kind of issue down there. I do not. But it's also fun because, as you're going to see, I get to use it as a way to get, well, you'll see.
Huh?
The vipers?
Yeah, the vapors. Oh, yeah, they're real bad. Yeah. Oh, damn, fucking ass itches like a son of a bitch. Went through Branson. Stopped at the Steak and Shake in Branson, Missouri. I've been painting toilets ever since. Tore me up and just ass is itching like a son. It's just itching like crazy.
From White Castle.
Yeah, so that's what you guys need to look after. That's what you need to look for. That's what I'm going to be doing. And that's when you see that, it's like, okay, the cops are getting ready to come. Yeah. So we, Kentucky, the guy earlier said, they're watching from Kentucky. Let me show you one that we just did. We are super stoked about this one. They're all sick, but, this one, he's already been charged. It's within 24 hours. We got a charge update. He's getting charged with 2 felonies. At one point in this video, he actually allows me to take a picture of his phone where he points out that he has somebody that is really big into trading and purchasing and selling. I personally believe that this guy that we busted was selling, although it was never brought up or admitted. But there was one point when he says, yeah, man, he's really, really big into purchasing, but he immediately follows it up with, I haven't heard from. He hasn't gotten a hold of me in a while. So I think he involuntarily was admitting that he's been purchasing it from him. So we're really glad that he's got 2 felonies, because he needs 2 felonies as far as I'm concerned. Here is the vouch for that one. This was just the other day, day before yesterday.
All right.
Yes.
And you're gonna get rid of all the child porn you have on your phone, right? And how many did you say you had? About 30?
About 45.
About 40 pieces of child porn on there? Okay. And you agreed you're going to get rid of it though, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Appreciate
Being
that.
honest with you. We
Yeah.
got a major coming to talk to you too.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you.
So the wink, I winked at the officer. This is what happened, man. These officers weren't going to come. I was having big time doubts about these guys, but I will say I'm going to give them major props. They were awesome. They weren't used to this kind of call. Okay. So let me see if that helps any. I think it's just my lighting, guys. I'll fix that for next time. But so the situation was my cameraman was setting up. He had all the cameras set up on top of the mailboxes, and when you guys see this, there was a part where I have to kind of my attention goes off of the predator, and I had to turn around and say, "Hey, he's good. He's with me. We're just doing an interview." Because one of the neighbors started walking up behind my camera guy. I could just tell by his demeanor that he was going to say something to him and approach him while you're filming or something. And I was able to stop him before he got all the way up to him. And he immediately turned around and walked away. I was like, okay. But he's set up over there. He's recording and he's calling the police. I've got the pedo, his back turned to him so that he can't really pay attention that he's on the phone and what he's doing. And a lot of time's gone by at this point. I'm like, what is going on? So finally I look up and, my cameraman's like got a phone up and he's pointing to it like, hey. So I was like, I had to try to figure out a cover, I was like, what's going on, man? Is Paul not coming? I just pulled a name out of thin air. He's like, it's going to be a while. I'm like, okay, why? He's like, he's waiting on his buddies. I'm like, oh man. I'm like, all right. So I go back, turn into the pedo, and I'm like, man, I got my buddy Paul. We're supposed to be in a pool tournament this evening, and I told him I wasn't going to pay his way. I got to pay my own way. He's going to have to pay his own way, I was like, he's just trying to get all of his buddies to try to get the money together to get in this tournament with me. Blah, blah, blah. You guys know I use something that I can actually relate to is generally pool. It's something I can pull out and kind of use it as a story. So I use that a lot. But anyway, yeah, he's like, I give him this line of crap that, my buddy Paul is supposed to be coming. And so it gets to the point where a lot more time goes by after that. And I was like, yo, is Paul not coming? And he's like, you got to come read your messages. I'm like, all right. So I tell the pedo, hold on, as I go over there. And I go over there and this is what happens. He's been calling the cops. One of the officers calls him back and is telling him that they're not going to come unless we come up there to the station and provide them with the proof and all this. So I was like, okay, is this the number they called you from? He's like, yeah, that's the officer's number. I'm like, okay. So I call that officer back. I get in the van, and this is what you guys are going to hear. This is where I have to convince the officers to actually come to this catch. Like at one point in this, where you're going to hear it, where he says, we can't just kick in the door. And I'm like, look, I have him outside. He doesn't suspect anything. He has no clue that you guys are even going to be coming. I was like, just get here. Let me take care of it. So this is where you guys are going to see where I had to convince the officers to get there. But just so you know, props, these cops, they were awesome. They were good. They just never dealt with this before.
Okay, well, shit, I don't know.
I told them to bring here, so they better send somebody in there.
Oh, yeah, hold on, they told me to meet them, show them the proof.
That's me reading what the cop said, or actually, about
I
Is this the phone you called them from?
Yeah. It's a deputy's number. Call it back.
That one there?
Yeah, good.
Yes, how you doing, sir? My name is Aaron. I'm the head of Predator Poachers Illinois. Okay, I just seen my cameraman. So the way we do this is I've got him on audio and video, admitting to everything. Okay, he's an extremely sick person. He has been having conversations with a 12-year-old, 11-year-old, 9-year-old, telling them that he wants to have sex with. I have some very, very vulgar. I have all the proof, man. This is like more proof than you've ever seen in your life. I promise you. Okay, I need somebody here because trust me, when you see these and you see what he's doing, what he's admitted to me. Okay, you're gonna want to put him in cuffs. I'm telling you. This is a. Okay. Okay. I can wait 10 minutes.
Well, he's the same way. He feels the same way we do. As if we show up in front of this guy's house and he sees us, and he don't want to come out. Then we can't kick the door in.
No, listen. We are outside. Okay. I'm having a conversation with him. We've done this. We have arrests in 48. We have arrests in 48 states across the country. We have.
Is the conversation over the phone?
No, I'm here with him. I'm here having the conversation in person. He's admitted to everything. He's admitted to a lot. When he gets here, trust me, just watch. When you walk up here, I will get him to admit to it in front of you. Trust me. I've done this many, many times. We're very professional, okay? If you come here, when you walk up, I will do what's called a vouch. You'll see what I mean. Nobody's in danger. He knows it. It's been a very cordial conversation. He thinks I'm here to help him, not get him in trouble. But when you guys walk up here, just walk up to us and you'll see what I mean, okay? Just trust me on this. We do this a lot and it's very professional. Our decoys are highly professional. Everything we do is 100% professional, and this is going to be a cut and dry case for you guys, but he needs to go to jail, and I need you to get here before he starts getting suspicious, because right now he's not. I told him that I'm waiting on a buddy to go play in a pool tournament. Trust me, I'm good at this. I know what I'm doing. He's going to admit in front of you, even if he doesn't. I have it all on video and audio, and I have all of it black and white. Okay. That's fine. I can handle that. That's no problem. I appreciate you. I'll see you when you get here.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Smoking too much. You said it's not a good phone call. Dude, it's stressful, man. All right. I mean, I'm sitting here. I've already been, stalling for a very long time. This is one of my longest videos because it took them forever. And I knew that they were right around the corner. Like the police station, it's a small town. Okay. So like I was frustrated. I thought I handled it well. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm happy with it. So bottom line is the results are there. Okay. So, but I appreciate the criticism. I will try to figure out a smoother way. I do know like I talk about my cameraman, then I just don't really make a point. I get it. It's not as easy as it looks, guys. It's definitely not as easy as it looks. So, yeah, they showed up. That's what matters. Thank you. I appreciate that, glitter fart. So they come. Obviously, I showed you guys the vouch. That was the wink. Why I winked at the cop, because I had to convince them. Like I told them, like, look, you guys get here, and I will have him admit to you in front of you. All you gotta do is just walk up to us. And at that point, when I got him to admit to having the 45, articles there, the officer that I winked at, he kind of looked over at me and smiled at me, and that's why I winked at him. So I just thought it was kind of funny. Maybe it's not as funny to others, but I thought it was funny. This one here is this one here is a piece of crap again, obviously. It's kind of funny. I'm going to play this one for you because I want you guys to tell me if you think I should send him some coloring books. At one point I'm asking him like, hey, is there anything that would help kind of keep you from doing this again? Because he talks about how he only does this when he's depressed, right? And I'm like, well, what can you do that can kind of get you to your mind on something else rather than doing this kind of stuff? And he says coloring books.
you know, because a lot of people would have felt that way about you, you know, with this stuff and all that, you know what I mean? So you understand the severity of all this, you know what I mean? So, you know, and so that's why this is very, very important that we make sure you stay on track, okay? You know, you get more coloring books and you'll be fine. All right, I mean, good. We can make that happen.
Coloring books. Oh, so I have a funny idea. I think I want to get some coloring books made up for PP Illinois. So there's on locals, there's people that will take screenshots and clips of my catches, and then they'll make little memes out of them. And there's this one where, and if you're on here, throw it up there. There's one where it's a black and white, and it's of me and him standing there in that exact spot like that. And he's got red shorts on, but it's mainly just a black and white, like a sketch type thing. It looks like it'd be great for a coloring book. And I thought it'd be pretty funny to take clips of all my different catches of us standing there like that one and make a coloring book out of it. And we can have, like, you know, different editions, you know. And I would love to send him that coloring book. Send it to him in jail because he's going to be in there a long time. He ain't coming out. He was on parole. He had already been in there for messing with children. So I thought it'd be funny to send him a coloring book. No crayons, just a coloring book. Here is, you get to see the look on his face when the cops pull up. And you get to see the vouch.
Hey! She might have called and thought we were going to hurt you or something. We're not here to hurt you. Hey, we'll just change the subject. How you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
Good. Having a conversation with Robert Hawley here. But you've agreed you're not going to talk to these kids and these young girls sexually anymore, right?
Robert, you care if I just see your hands?
And you're not going to you're going to get rid of all the child porn on your phone, right? You agreed to do that, right? Okay, so he's agreed to do that. Yeah, I believe you said you had like over 100 on there. You said
not 100 now. I deleted some of it.
you deleted some of it. But how many do you think you have now on there?
Probably 30 or 40.
30 or 40 on there.
Yeah, he's like, I ain't got 100 now. I deleted some of it. Okay, well, we'll pull it up. So, yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. Here's his arrest. Here's getting in cuffs.
2 cuffs on you, okay? Okay, fingers. Huh?
So that kind of hurts a little.
Better? Too tight on you, or does that feel comfortable? All right.
It looks like he's standing backwards, right?
Plenty of room there for you.
There's one point where I told my cameraman, I was like, at one point, like, obviously I would never risk a catch, but it's like, man, somebody made a comment on there that said you should kick him in the, or they said, I'll give you $100 if you kick him in the poofa. I mean, yeah, it was funny. It looked like he had a backwards butt. Oh man. Oh man. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Don't have a whole lot more. We already showed you guys one of the butt scratching ones. So, but yeah, guys, hey, please subscribe to Locals if you can. It's only $3 a month. It's predatorpoachersillinoi.locals.com. You know, that's how I'm making it. And honestly, right now, we're not really making it. Like, I mean, my income, this is my only income now, and it's not even remotely replaced the income that I gave up to do this. So that's what's going to keep us going. But it's super cheap, $3 a month. This one here, this is the vouch. This one was a fun one. This guy here. So I was talking to him about what he had on his phone, and he admitted to everything, but he said it was on his old phone. He says, no, it's on my old phone. He says, my old phone, it doesn't take a charge anymore. You know, and he says like he got rid of it. What you guys are going to see in a lot of these videos now coming up is I have a new strategy that I just came up out of nowhere, and it's about the little black box. Okay. Now it's not totally my idea, obviously, you know, Predator Poachers, Alex and all them, they've used the black box idea for getting rid of what they have in their phone. I kind of put a little bit of a spin on it. So far, I'm getting these guys to admit to more than what they want to admit to at first. In fact, the one that I winked at the cop, whatever that one, there was a point where, and okay, let me explain what I do. So I tell them I have there's a couple different size boxes. And you know, one of the small one is made for like 50 or less, you know, articles, and it can take care of that. But if they got more than that, I need to send them the bigger box. I even say, like, you know, the big box is like 100 or more. If you have in there, that you'll need the bigger box. And I explain that the little box will overheat if they have more than 50, blah, blah, blah. They buy it, man. Every single time so far, they bought into it. And so far, I've gotten a couple of them to admit to having more than what they initially admitted to. And it's worked. So you're going to see a lot of that. I love that. And even the sergeant in that last one that I showed you, he even was like, he gave me props. He's like, that's a good trick. And it does work. But this one here, I've already convinced him about the box. He lied to me saying he didn't have his old phone. I tell him we're going to get him some help. I tell him that the only way we can get him help, though, is that if we know for sure that it's all gone off of his phone, we don't want him to have access to it. And I convinced him to go get his old phone out of the house. He brings it out in a Dollar General bag, and there's a spot on the porch to plug it in. So I get him to plug it in on the porch, and it's taking a charge. And I'm like, my main goal was just to get that phone outside. And that's another thing the old box get, how it works, is I get them, if they don't have their phone with them, if it's in their house, it's a way to get them to bring it out and have it outside with them on their person. So that way the cops don't have to get a warrant to go in the house and all that if they just, you know, decide to, you know, give us some pushback. So one of the things I do is like, hey, can you bring your phone out so I can see what charging port it takes? It's like, you know, they're only going to send me one cord. I need to know what type of cord to give them. And so it works. And so this guy, he brings his phone out, put on charge, and I'm stalling because I'd already scratched my butt. So where I'm stalling, I'm like, it's got to get up to a certain percent before, you know, I can actually, you know, make sure it's all going to work out right and all this. I don't want to see it, obviously. I don't want him to open up. He's already admitted he has a bunch on there. I already knew that. So I didn't have any desire to get his phone, you know, on to where I can turn it on. I just wanted it outside. And so that's what you're going to see here. You're not going to see that part here, but when I tell the officer about his phone and it's sitting right there, that's why it was sitting there. It wasn't originally there. It was put up somewhere, and I actually was able to convince him to bring it outside. And so that one I was pretty proud about. And it worked out great. So here is the vouch on this one.
Fuck. They're after my buddy's truck. He was doing burnouts earlier. I bet that's what they're here for.
Obviously, you guys know I have to
Son of a bitch. They're not here for you and I, but I think they're here for my buddy.
This, you gotta surprise him with the vouch.
How you doing, sir?
How's it going, guys?
Good. We're just having a conversation here with Mr. He's
Hello.
You're not going to do that no more. You promise you're not going to talk to 14-year-olds online anymore. No more sexual shit with him, right? Okay. And the stuff that's on your phone, the child porn, you're going to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's agreed to get rid of all the child porn he has on his phone. I think he said he had possibly about 100 on that one.
Probably.
Okay. Probably. So that's what
What's
we're
your
here.
name, sir? Paul Cunningham. Are you his wife? His mom. Okay. How old are you, Paul? 56. I got you.
Okay.
Okay.
So the phone that is on charge right there is the one that he says he's got the child porn on. Okay. And I'm going to step back and let you do your thing. Okay. We have...
Yeah. So that was fun. Okay. Yeah, so that's basically what I wanted to show you guys today. And obviously I definitely wanted to get on here and try to get you guys to come over to Locals and be honest. I mean, we need that support. Locals has just kind of hit a spot where it just stopped. When I first started up, Alex shouted me out and it helped boost it up. But those of you that are on YouTube, you know, you guys haven't got to see much. I apologize for that. It's, you know, editing takes a while. YouTube has a lot of guidelines. And when I watch my own video, sometimes I will watch my videos on YouTube because I don't actually do the editing. So sometimes I like to watch them and see, to kind of get a feel for, see how much editing my editor had to do. And it's quite extensive. They have to blank out a lot of stuff. And so, you know, you guys won't have to wait. If you get on Locals, it's $3 a month. Super cheap, well worth it. You know, we all waste $3 on stupid stuff, you know, easily and don't even think about it. So it's not like you're going to miss it. But if you guys get on there, it would be a huge help for us. That's how we do this. I'm not looking to get rich, guys. That's not what I'm here for. I want to get these pedos. I want to get them locked up. I know you guys do as well. And this is the way we can do it. So please become a supporter. Get in there and see these videos. I upload them is like right away on Locals because I don't have to edit them. I don't have to send them anywhere because I can bring them home. I'm learning how to edit certain things. Like I do edit some of my personal information. I've gotten a little bit better at like not releasing my personal information on audio. So, you know, there's very limited editing that has to go into the videos before they can go on Locals. So, they're up pretty quick. And we've gotten several catches that you guys haven't got to see yet. And I'm not really sure how long it's going to be before you guys get to see all of these. If you don't jump over to Locals now, you can wait for them to come out on YouTube, but you're not going to get all the content that you're going to see on our Locals. And that's just because YouTube doesn't allow us to. So if you guys want to please help us out, that'd be awesome. But either way, I appreciate every one of you. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you going on my YouTube channel, watching my videos. I appreciate all of the, you know, the feedback that you guys are giving me, negative and positive. Okay. You know, the negative is just as good as the positive, guys. You know, I mean, you can tell me every day, oh, you're doing an awesome job. You're doing an awesome job. And if nobody's telling me what I'm doing wrong, I may not see that. And there's several of you on there that are telling me, hey, this is what you need to fix. This is what you're doing wrong. And I see it too. And I'm like, yeah, I agree. You know, I'm not thin skinned, guys. Bring it. I mean, give me the negative feedback because I'm okay with it. All right. Don't call me names and say a bunch of crap to me that's, you know, I'm not going to care. So it's a waste of time, but you know what I mean? But listen, it's going to be an awesome year. I mean, we've got a good start. We want to really pick up the pace. And the only thing keeping us from picking up the pace is we've got to be able to keep the, you know, the monetary situation going because it's starting to slow down. I haven't paid my cameraman, either one of them. I got 2 cameramen now that are just been awesome. They haven't made a penny. My decoys, I haven't paid them a penny. So, you know, I want to real bad. And so help us out, guys. But, yeah, I love every one of you. I appreciate you guys being here for this first live stream. I hope it went okay. And I will get better at it. I'll get more creative. Like I said, I just threw this together, so it's going to get better. But, yeah, I appreciate you guys. So, I'm going to get off of here. And yep, I'm going to get off of here and we will see what we can do as far as maybe getting another live sometime in the near future with some more clips, some more catches. I believe we have a catch on Tuesday. So there's going to be a new one on Tuesday. So if you're on Locals, you get to see it pretty quick because we're going to be we'll be down there in the morning, Tuesday morning. Hopefully we can get them right away, head back home. I've started to record in the highest definition possible, as you noticed probably in that last one where I winked at the cop. That one, that's high definition, but it took forever for it to load up on local. So I'm trying to figure it out. But you guys are going to get good quality videos. So yeah, but Dubsma, as always, a pleasure. All of you guys. Yeah, I'm going to end the stream now, and I will see y'all soon. Thank you.